Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the NBA Finals. We're gonna be ranking the best Thunder of all time, and we're just gonna be talking about some of the newest stuff happening in free agency, y'all. Game Seven, the first Game Seven since Golden State Cleveland days, man. Like I didn't realize it's been that long for Game Seven in the NBA Finals. From a scale of 1 to 10, what would y'all rank the NBA Finals?
Uh,
I'll give it an 8.
I'm getting a couple yawns. No, I just got two yawns. I feel like y'all lying about the 8, bro.
I give it a 9.
A 9? Yeah,
Yeah,
I give it
it
like
was the first obviously the game winner. Then we got those. They were really solid games, and it was like people underrated how good this series was gonna be because small market narrative, but it could have been a 10. I think it could have been a 10 if you know.
Halliburton didn't get hurt.
Yeah,
Could have, really could have.
because he got 9 points just off of threes in 7 minutes.
Yeah, and like to be honest, this whole series, yeah, no, he's their offense, yeah, and the series is pretty close the whole time. It was so close that I thought the Pacers won the series one of the nights. I was at the gym, and there was 2 minutes left in Game 4, and the Pacers were up like 11. So I just left. I left the gym, stopped watching the game, went to sleep, hopped on the game, woke up, and the Thunder won. I thought the Pacers were up 3-1 that night, bro. Like there was a point in time where, this series was good. No injuries happened until Game 7, for real.
Even the calf strain.
Yeah, Hallie did play through at Game 6, but like this was a pretty healthy series. Game 7.
It's not been a healthy playoff. So.
Yeah, no, it's never though. Somebody's always gonna be hurt, and that's cool. I'll give it honestly an 8 though. Yeah, just because of none of my teams were in it. You know what I mean? Like if the Heat were in it, bro, and they went 7 games, I'd be vouching for a 10. I'd be like, how could it not be a 10? But it's just the fact that it's like the Pacers, Thunder. I don't really care about these teams, but the basketball I watched was actually good.
Definitely agree. I think half of the games are kind of pretty close. Came down to that last few minutes in the game, which is our best NBA games that we have. But then also there was a good amount of games that were, I think, 2 or 3 games that were kind of blowouts. I remember the Pacers, I think Game 6, that was pretty much a blowout. The Pacers.
I think Game 5 was.
Not Game 6. Game 6, right?
No, I think both 5 and 6. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so you won that game. Yeah, so 5 and 6 were kind of blowouts. Those were kind of boring, but the games before that were pretty exciting. Game 7 was kind of garbage, though, I will say. Especially with the injury. Everyone kind of expected OKC to win. No one was really engaged or all, in a down mood.
I started watching it, and then I just I got there late because I was doing something. So I got on my couch and I just started watching, and then I would go through my Instagram and it's like everybody's talking about his Achilles, and I'm just like, oh shit, he's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think previous years, comparing to previous years, definitely it's one of the more exciting finals. I still think the 2021 finals was better than this one, in my opinion. But yeah, this is definitely exciting compared to the other ones, but could have been better. It wasn't top of the line, especially with the injury in Game 7.
Yeah. TJ McConnell was going stupid. Like I really thought he was about to win Finals MVP for like 5 minutes. That was crazy, bro. TJ McConnell, dude. Is he on an expiring deal?
Is he?
Yeah, I think it's last year's. Yep.
No, I think he just played his way out of Indiana.
He was the first person to come off the bench to get a triple double.
In the finals?
No, like when he was in Philly. He came off the bench and he got a triple double.
It's like I almost remember that. Yeah, I almost remember that. Yeah, TJ McConnell, when he was in Philly, I loved him, bro. I always would. That's when I would always talk to y'all about Ben Simmons as a forward. And I would complain that they have TJ McConnell and play Ben Simmons at point guard. Like Ben Simmons is a small power forward or something, bro.
What's the funny thing?
What up?
He left immediately after that shot. He didn't even give them a chance. He just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
What about the Thunder though? What's next for them? Or actually, what's next for the Pacers since they lost? We know what's next for the Thunder is to repeat. Pacers got Miles Turner, who they already said that they're going to extend. Halliburton is out for the year. First of all, what do you do at point guard?
My bad. You said TJ McConnell was expiring?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I asked. I don't know.
I looked it up.
I think it's
he has
one
4
more
years
year.
left. I think it's 4
4
years
years?
left. Yeah.
Oh, so TJ McConnell's a Pacer.
Basically. I
Check
think-
basketball reference. But yeah.
You know, see, I'm about to get really corny on this. All right, ready? Kind of did a rebuild today
Okay.
and last night on Tuesday. Putting them hard out at point guard.
Yeah.
That's your closest thing. Put Nemhard at point guard, Benedict Mathurin on shooting guard, Aaron Neesmith on small forward, Pascal, and then Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Also,
Benedict.
they have two people that have a torn Achilles, which is actually three if you count James Wiseman and Isaiah Jackson.
No matter what though, Benedict actually might have to go. Benedict's expiring. I know he is.
Yeah. I think this year, like this is no. He expires the same year as Paulo because of the Ricky. So yeah, next year. Mhm.
Oh, so he's extension eligible this year, huh? That's what it is. But he expires the year upcoming after that. Yeah.
Ricky
Yeah. Hey, what about the Thunder? Okay, so their lineup would be Nemhard, Benedict, Neesmith, Siakam, Turner. Yeah. Literally
And they still
just
have a good bench with Obi Toppin, CJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd, Isaiah Jackson if he comes back, hopefully, and
Jarris Walker.
Jarris Walker. Yeah.
He didn't play this whole season. He had another torn Achilles, so hopefully.
Jarris Walker?
Yeah, pretty sure, right? This year?
I thought it was last year.
Oh, it might have been last year, right? It might have been last year.
Oh.
I remember someone said the Pacers tore like 3 players tore their Achilles.
Yeah, Isaiah Jackson, James Wiseman. I think James Wiseman
Okay.
was in
Wiseman. I'm thinking about Wiseman. Okay, you're right. Okay.
and then it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What about the Thunder? What do they do next? They just do they run back with Hartenstein again with the way that they use them in the playoffs?
They might explore a trade. He's the most tradable contract they have outside of Lou Dort, so they might explore a trade. They still have picks in this year's draft. Nicole Topic hasn't played yet, so they have a lot of assets on their team they need to kind of develop to see if they want to extend them or trade them away. I'm not too sure what they do actually, but I'm assuming they're gonna make a move just to get better. I think all the teams in the West trying to get better. No, I don't think it stays the same. I don't think any team stays the same. I think you have to get better every year, even though you won, because other teams are going to get better. The Rockets just got KD, Mavs got Cooper Flag. The teams are getting better, right? Kind of have to do something.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? The Thunder have the most assets.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the thing. They won the championship and they have the most assets.
Yeah, that's actually cracked, dude. Trying to pull up a list of Thunder players right now. I'm just might pull up an article instead and see what we disagree instead of doing a tier list. Best Thunder players of all time. I'm gonna rank the highest Thunder players on. If y'all had to start off though, who is number one? Who is the greatest Thunder of all time?
I want to say Westbrook. I want to say Westbrook because of longevity. The achievement he did by averaging those 3 triple doubles in those 3 regular seasons. But I also want to say Shea because he brought their championship in the OKC era.
Yeah, then there's an argument that Kevin Durant was their best player like they ever had, like just talent wise.
Yeah, but not their GOAT.
Yeah.
After he left, no. It's like saying LeBron James is the Heat's franchise best player. Not like their GOAT. They're like their GOAT.
I think it needs debatable. I think it kind of depends on the person, what they value with the player's talent. Is that what defines the best player of all time, or is it just the achievements, the longevity, what they meant to the franchise? Everyone's has different definition of GOAT for a team.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
I mean, my goat for the Thunder, dude. That's a funny question.
I think the OKC since they relocated have probably the best talent in the last 10 years. No, yeah, 10 years. Because they had KD, Harden, Russ, PG. They had a wash Carmelo, but yeah, Shea, and then they have a good supporting cast. It's like probably they have the most talent. Serge Ibaka. It's weird.
Exactly. Now,
No, they do.
my question is this the franchise first championship or second championship?
That I was about to ask that too. The fact that I don't know this off the top of my head is crazy.
Not
Thunder,
the
No,
NBA.
Seattle won a championship. Seattle won a championship.
and now they're
So we-
OKC Thunder.
Yeah, so we don't. What do we count that as? Their
Yeah,
championship.
Seattle won in '79.
Yeah.
Because people are saying it's the first one, but I'm thinking if this is the first one, that means Lakers only have 15 championships because they were in Minnesota originally. That's what I'm saying. So you feel me?
People, yeah, they pick and choose. Yeah, yeah. But nah, this.
All right, so technically it is the second championship, but people like want to market it as the first. That's
Yeah. I
That's
think
kind
it gets
of-
that marketing too because they're thinking about expanding to Seattle back. So that's I think that also helps with the marketing, kind of keeping it.
yeah,
first.
but then that means that KD's first year is like his points would lead to Seattle. If they
Oh,
move
yeah.
back.
That is true. Yeah, that's weird.
It'd be weird because like that means KD would have less points as an OKC Thunder than
Yeah,
a little bit less, yeah, like 1,000. Yeah, because he had 20 points, yeah.
I would like to see how they would do that. No, that would be interesting to see. That would be
And that means
interesting.
somebody would have to reload.
yeah.
That would be interesting. Nah, I think KD would always be known as a. Oh, they already said that, and KD actually said it himself. I remember this a long time ago. When Seattle drafted him, I'm pretty sure they already knew that was going to be the last year, and he said that wherever this team is, just like co-sign him with it. Like wherever he played. So like they would put him as a Thunder, even if they did what you said. Dude, the best Thunders of all time, though. What is y'all answer? Who's number one?
Nick Collison at one.
Yeah, I might go Russ, and then I'll probably go Shea, and then KD. That's probably mine.
You agree with that?
Yeah, that's what actually my tier.
I think I agree too. 3 at that point.
Actually,
KD at 3 is crazy though.
it's not. It's really not. Because KD was the leader of the 16 Warriors. No, well, 16 Warriors. The 16 Thunder, and the 2012. Was it 12? Yeah, 12 OKC that went to the finals.
He was the leader there from 2017 to 2016. He was the leader there for 9 years. Like the year he got drafted, he was that guy. KD came in the league averaging like 21.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20 or 20. Yeah.
No, I don't think KD's ever averaged less than 20 points in his career. Like,
Yeah,
Since his rookie year, he's never averaged less than 25.
No, 20. No, his rookie year he averaged 20.3. So yeah.
But after that, never less than 25.
Yeah, and after that, he really became. It's his 3-point shooting that really drastically changed. His rookie year, he shot 28.8 from 3, and then the next year he shot 42. And after that, he just became KD from 3, So, like...
Well, I'm be honest, though, bro. Shea, his rookie year, he scored 11 points. His second year, he scored 19 points and never scored below 19 again. It's always been 23, 24, and then 30 the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, but his rookie year, he was a backup.
It's what I'm saying, though. But still, I think, like, him being in OKC...
he started a little because Patrick Beverly was on that team. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember Shea was one of my favorite players in the draft. Someone was starting above him, and I hated it. I don't know who. 2018.
It was Pat.
No, Pat was on the team. Yeah, it was Pat and someone else though. Somebody was starting. No, 2018, 2019 Los Angeles Clippers. It better not have been like JJ Redick.
No, JJ Redick was in on what's it called?
On the
The
76ers.
yeah.
2018 Clippers. I think it was Avery Bradley.
He was. Oh no, yeah, he was.
I loved Avery Bradley. You know what? He can start over Shea. I love
Okay,
Avery
yeah.
Bradley.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
I love Avery Bradley. Best Thunder though. We got same list. It seemed like I got Russ at one just because of the MVP stuff and like every Thunder fan probably bleeds Westbrook. SGA is gonna be the guy who ends off his career as the number one. Yeah. But as of today, it's Westbrook.
Russ didn't ask to get traded. He got traded.
No, he has.
Yeah, but he asked at a good time though, like a really.
Yeah, he asked like respectfully. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 10 years into his career. Things like it was like that old time age. You can kind of do. Kind of like Dame with the Blazers, kind of that same time.
Yeah. Who would be four? Is it J-Dub?
Nah,
Paul George.
There's probably somebody in there.
Paul George or J-Dub?
Nate Collins.
Bro, it's not Serge Ibaka. It is not, bro. I'm sorry.
Actually, it could be Serge because.
Nah, not better than J-Dub though. Not better than J-Dub or.
He's not better than J-Dub.
I think Serge has more to his plate with OKC than J-Dub.
Thing is, I think you're right to a certain degree, but like he played there for 8 years. J-Dub's played there for 3. And he's already made more All-Star games and won more championships.
What? He didn't make an All-Star team.
J-Dub made an All-Star team this year.
No, not.
Serge Ibaka, if he's an All-Star, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's never made an All-Star game. Yeah. Serge Ibaka was not an All-Star.
He should have been.
No, he was a very good defensive player, but like, who was Serge? What is a player comp for Serge Ibaka? Kristaps Porzingis.
A smaller Hakeem that can't, post move.
Kristaps Porzingis with no post game.
Yeah.
He kind of played like Kristaps. He spaced out the court, amazing at blocking shots.
Well, actually, he learned how to space the floor a lot better in the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. He's way more athletic, they're not the same exact player, but like Kristaps is very good. But like J-Dub's a champion, a player. I don't know. I would give it to J-Dub. J-Dub's made an All NBA team. I don't think Serge Ibaka. Yeah, Serge Ibaka never made an All NBA team.
But he made all.
J-Dub has.
Team. Oh yeah, J-Dub too. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. So did J-Dub. J-Dub made all defense team.
That's crazy.
No, I'm sorry. J-Dub over Ibaka already.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. J-Dub has been on fire. He is a dog. Honestly, I would put Ibaka over Chet. Yeah, I would. I'm sorry. I would put.
I thought you were crazy.
Nah. Chet is cool, but like, he still got time. I probably put Paul George over Ibaka. No, Paul George only played there 2 years, right?
3. No, 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but he made 2 All-Star games, 2 All-NBA teams. You got your MVP 13 year. That 1 year where you finished 3rd in MVP, and everybody got to keep bringing it back up.
That was a great season.
Yeah. No. He had 2 All-NBA years. All defensive. Now he might be above Ibaka too. Ibaka in 8 years he ain't make 2 All-Star games. In 8 years he ain't get 2 All-NBA selections.
True.
In 8 years he ain't get no MVP top 3. In 8 years he ain't even get a defensive team.
Yeah, he did. Ibaka?
Let me double check. I might lied about that one.
You're crazy for that, man. 4 blocks per game.
3. Yeah. You're right. I don't. No. He made 3 All-NBA first team defensive. Matter of fact, since I want to lie on his name. Yeah. My bad. But
he was the best, I think, shot blocker at the power forward position besides Tim Duncan, I think, in that era.
I mean, I think I got my top 5 Thunder of all time. I might put Shea number 1 just to piss some people off though. Yeah. Should I go for should I bait people? Should I put Shea at number 1 just to get people mad, Larry, since we all got the same list?
Yeah, not bad.
You got your argument?
He won a championship.
A great argument.
Conversation over. MVP and championship in the same year. Conversation over. KD ain't do that. Larry, can you name me your top 5? Wait, hold on. Shit. All right. Can you name me your top 5 OKC Thunder of all time?
I got Serge Ibaka at 5, J-Dub at 4. I got Kevin Durant at 3, SGA at 2, Russell Westbrook at 1.
All right. Can you name me your top 5 OKC Thunder of all time?
You already know who I'm putting at 5. Nick Collison at 5. And I think Ibaka. I'm putting J-Dub. All right. Nick Collison, Ibaka. No, not Nick Collison, J-Dub, KD, SGA, and then Westbrook.
All right, Larry, ask me.
Can you name your all-time? Can you name your top 5 players, Thunder players of all time?
Hold on. At number 5. Oh yeah. At number 5, I got. Oh wait. We just gonna do Thunder. I just realized we ain't named like Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, or nothing. But like, we just gonna do Thunder. At number 5, at number 5, I got Paul George. At number 4, I got Jalen Williams. At number 3, I got Kevin Durant. At number 2, I got Russell Westbrook. At number 1, I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm gonna
and you don't believe that.
Nah, the thing is though, a lot of people don't believe what they say, but they're right. You know why? This video is gonna be live for the rest of our lives, and Shai's going to be number 1 in like a year or 2. And I'm just gonna be right. Just like, even though I'm wrong right now, you could just be right, just like the way Shai ages, bro. Like, anything to fit your narrative, bro. And I'm trying to build one right here. Shai is number 1, and I've been told y'all. Look, y'all were wrong. Y'all were wrong, man. I don't know how you can say Westbrook over.
So
Shai.
when he tears an Achilles, I'm playing.
I hope not. Yeah, that's the only way he don't. That's literally the only way. What next we got?
Trades.
Oh yeah.
I got y'all.
Yeah, but before we look at these trades, man, come on, look at these glasses. Use them from Benici.com. Use the code UTS15. That's BENNICI. Benici.com. The fact that I'm just realizing I got these glasses on and we talk about what we got to look at, I need to look at my problems. And it's the fact I don't got these glasses on. We'll get you these glasses, helps you out. And now I can talk about these trades with a little more, comfort. Honestly, I'm not even trolling, bro. Like, I literally feel better now. But like we was talking about NBA trades. Larry, Trade Master Larry. What's the first one we talking about?
I think we got to do first in, first out with this one. Kevin Durant to the Rockets. Huge move for the Rockets. I was kind of upset to trade at first and give the 10th pick in this year's draft. Kind of wanted to keep that. But after kind of looking at our roster, looks like we don't really have room for the 10th pick to really grow and prosper. With having like 9-man rotation, not really room for the 10th pick to grow in the first place. So I was kind of settled down, and I'm happy with the trade. I only gave up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks to match the salary. The 10th pick was kind of the meat on the stick for me, in my opinion. So I think the Suns have some work to do. Need to make a move, maybe trade Devin Booker, or find a third team for Jalen Green and get rid of him. Dylan Brooks, maybe get some draft capital out of him, and really go into that draft. So you see what big man or point guard that's available at 10. So it's going to be a very rough offseason for the Suns, in my opinion. But the Rockets have Kevin Durant. If it's seamlessly with this team, does what Jalen Green was supposed to do in the playoffs, I think we're going to get better next year, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Oh, yeah. KD to the Rockets, man. I remember when we talked about it, we had our pros and cons, but for this cheap, it's with the Rockets, it's deeper than getting Kevin Durant. You're getting out the Jalen Green contract.
Yeah.
For Kevin Durant. You're getting out of Jalen Green. He's about to be overpaid if he doesn't. No matter what, if he was on the Rockets, he was going to be overpaid. What he does on another team, what his potential is on another team, we'll go out and see. But I jumped in the trade finder for Jalen Green. The Suns have to trade him. Like they literally have to. And the only teams I saw that would even trade for him, I looked at the Hornets and the Nets.
Yeah,
Like Nicholas Claxton for Jalen Green.
That's a possibility, but they have so many draft picks this year. I think they're trying to just pick some guys, let them play. Who's going to be our star? I think that's their plan right now, just to find out.
No.
you know what?
No.
I have a weird suggestion.
I think so.
What's up?
All right, let's pretend Desmond Bain doesn't go to the Orlando Magic, right? We get Jalen Green. It wouldn't be bad.
Orlando?
No, that's terrible. No, that's terrible.
So
Yeah,
we get
like-
For Orlando?
yeah.
I think he kind of plays similar to Franz, kind of that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just find a shot and try to shoot. Kind of that, ISO guy. I don't think it's a good fit for you guys, especially he's not a consistent 3-point shooter. Having Desmond Bain definitely helps you guys in that realm as well. In my opinion, I think Memphis may look into John Morant. Into Jalen Green. Just lost Desmond Bain. Jalen Green's going to be a little cheaper on the trade market wise. Maybe that's a pick for them. Not too sure.
Dude, the Suns trade for Brandon Clark. That's not terrible. Brandon Clark.
Yeah, KCP, maybe you try to reroute him to a third team just to match the salary. But Brandon Clark, KCP, enough money to get the job done. So that's what I was thinking. But the Nets, I think that, we got to wait till Leaf gets on. I think they're trying to wait to see who they can get in the draft. I don't think they're trying to build around Jalen Green, especially with Cam Johnson on the team right now.
With
Cam Thomas.
You know what the thing is? I think the Suns can still veto, like they can still disagree with trade and stuff, because it hasn't gone yet because of the Jalen Green contract. I think because the Suns are not selecting. Well, the Suns are selecting, but the pick is like whoever the Houston Rockets pick is getting traded, not the pick.
Okay. I actually think I know what it is. The Stepien rule. The Rockets may have traded their pick of the year prior, so they have to wait until the day of the draft so they could draft the player and then trade them so they could finesse the Stepien rule.
So Funzo pick?
No, the Suns are going to call the Rockets and tell them who to pick. The Rockets are going to pick that player and then trade that player to the Suns with the package they already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, because by law, you can't trade picks back to back years. So you pick them and then trade them. So I traded.
I know. Weird rule.
Yeah. You're trading a player at that point, not a pick.
Now, remember the rule, can't go back to back years, but I didn't realize they traded 2024 pick. I didn't realize that.
For example, that year where they traded the 2024 pick, that means in 2025 they can't trade their pick. But on 2025 draft night, they could pick a player and then trade them.
Wait, hold on. But I thought if you acquire picks from another team, you can trade those picks without the Stephen rule.
Yeah.
The 10th pick isn't the Rockets pick. That's the Suns pick.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the Stephen rule. It's Jalen Green's extension.
It's not the Stephen rule?
Yeah, the Suns pick because the Rockets made the playoffs. Only lottery teams get the lottery picks.
Yeah, you're right.
It was the extension. Right. It's an extension.
Yeah, so whatever. Yeah, something different. Either way, yeah. Wait, I don't know what that rule is.
Wait, why can't you trade Jalen Green the extension? Like his future money? Is that the problem?
No, I think it was
when did he sign the extension?
Yeah, because if you sign it this day, you can't get
he signed it he signed it in the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
So that means he didn't even finish a calendar year yet, and they trying to trade him, right?
Yeah. Wow. That's
or not a calendar year, but an NBA year yet.
Yeah.
Is the NBA draft the start of the next season?
No.
When is the start of the next season?
October, the first game of the year. That's what I say. First game of the year.
But you got to remember when the start of this season is, to me, when GMs could start trading.
But they already started trading.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what
I think it's when the finals end. I think it's when the finals.
Yeah, it can't be when GMs traded. Desmond Bain got traded before the playoffs, before Father's Day.
Yeah.
So it can't be that.
Start of NBA free agency? No.
June
30th. June 30th.
Draft is fair. If you want to say draft, that's a fair start for the new season.
Y'all want to talk about some contracts that came out? Or...
Oh yeah, Daniel Gafford, Kyrie Irving. Who else came out?
Daniel Gafford got extended.
No,
Yeah,
they're expecting.
Dang, I was looking at him to get traded.
Chris Middleton picks up his $33 million player option, and Matisse Thybulle also accepts his $11.5 million player option.
For the Wizards, after the trade with TJ McCollum trade, which we're gonna get into later, TJ McCollum is expiring for $30 million. Chris Middleton expiring for $34 million. So next offseason they'll have $70 million off the books. I think that's kind of the move there.
And it's also that they can, trade some of these pieces too.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, I think TJ McCollum might get rerouted. He's still, a valuable player on a team.
Average
The
21
$30
points
million is kind of a lot. What'd you say?
He averaged 21 points this year, so
yeah, exactly.
Still a great player. Also, the
Kyrie,
$40 million a year, I think. Around that, averaging around $40 million a year.
Yeah, just listening to ESPN with Shams and Stephen A. talking about how Kyrie, ACL tear is kind of messing up his contract money. That's why I was going on so long in the negotiation. But the agent, they were able to pull out a pretty nice number for Kyrie. I thought it was going to be in the 30s, maybe 35 and under. But $40 million average for the 3 years. It's a pretty nice contract, especially with the ACL tear. So kind of surprised to see that, actually.
It's an overpay for the Mavericks, in my opinion. Just a little. Because he's still a great player, but, blew his knee out.
Yeah, I heard that he was expecting to get $50 to $60 million. Wow. So in that case scenario, it is, kind of a downgrade because of the ACL. But I was expecting even more of a downgrade in my opinion. But is what it is.
That's good. It's still good.
Yeah. Matisse Thybulle, not too much going on there. $11 million. Yeah, good defensive player. Yeah. Rotational guy. And Daniel Gafford, that's the big one, honestly, in my opinion.
Well, I don't think he signed it, is he? I thought it was expected.
I don't think he signed it, but when Shams reports stuff like that, it's usually
yeah. It's like
yeah.
Unless it's like a DeAndre Jordan one where he verbally says he's gonna do it and then just does it.
Yeah, exactly. Only time them boys ever been wrong, literally, and it was like a decade ago.
Literally a decade, actually.
Yeah, I think Gafford was one of the biggest centers, one of the biggest targets on the trade market this entire offseason. To see him get re-signed is kind of disappointing for me, like a trade guy.
They can still trade him.
Yeah, but it's probably not gonna be. No, you're right. I can't lie, but just
Jalen Green.
Yeah, no, you're right. But just off extensions, they most likely keep him for the regular season. Make a trade at the trade deadline, but I was expecting a trade like this to happen now, especially like a Lakers trade, something like that, where it's another team that needs a backup center or starting center, like the Magic. I mean, you guys probably would take a Daniel Gafford over Wendell Carter.
Please and thank
you. Yeah, stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to see him get traded this offseason, but I'm happy to see him stay with the Mavs too because they do need that center rotation. Yeah. I'm excited. I want to see what they're going to do with PJ Tucker. PJ Washington. I want to see what they're going to do with
y'all him. Think that who do you think starting next year for like center? Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively?
It's really 1A, 1B type of rotation. Like
Daniel Gafford is more of a Daniel Gafford is more like a mobile center. Like he's more mobile than he's 7 foot, but he's also 6'10". But it kind of makes a shorter center lineup with, AD because he's 6'10", and Daniel Gafford is 6'10" as well. So
I think Gafford kind of offers more speed and mobility, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And, Lively offers more like defensive rim protection, especially with other bigs that are tall. I think that's kind of that. So it's kind of just a 1A, 1B. Depending on the matchup and what night it is, what team, that might be what you choose to put Gafford or Lively.
Maybe if it's like the Lakers, then you want not Gafford, maybe Derek Lively to rim protect or Daniel Gafford to like run up the court, just lobs and stuff,
Exactly. It kind of depends on the situation. That's really just dependent.
That's kind of what they did with Luka too.
Yeah. Exactly. What's the next trade? Talk about what you guys' opinions on the Rockets trade, Rich? What else do you guys have anything else for that?
You gotta ask you because you're the
Oh
Rockets fan.
man, Kevin Durant trade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is
Hey, he
in
made
the
the right move.
Rockets' opinion, it's a lateral move because
Mhm.
they're just trading Jalen Green to get off of his contract, and Kevin Durant gets the team better, but we're gonna see how he works with like Sengun and Amen. I've never seen Kevin Durant on a team like this, and I'm kind of happy for it because this team fits. Remember, I used to tell you that like I need Amen not at point guard, and they made sure they kept Fred VanVleet, and they made sure to keep Reid Shepard. Kevin Durant's about to have the best point guard play he's had in years. I mean, you have Sengun, who Sengun right there is the best point guard he's had in years.
Wait.
Saying you the best point
Wait,
guard.
wait, 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 wait,
No,
wait.
yes,
Mom. We're not gonna ignore James Harden. We're not gonna ignore
Exactly. That's what I was
James
saying.
Harden as
yeah,
part.
but that was a while ago.
No, that was 2 years ago. It wasn't a while
Was
ago.
it?
Very.
Nah, but like
And Chris
okay, it
Paul,
was
we
like
can't
two
forget
years.
about Chris Paul.
Suns is terrible. Suns are not a. It's not a team.
Exactly,
So they never had a center or a point guard. That's
exactly,
the best. And
exactly.
that's had a team. That Claxton.
No, they did, but like Kyrie was like
Lamar,
rioting,
Aldridge,
and then you had
I,
Harden.
but we had
Marcus.
a global pandemic. No one expected that. No one
I
could have.
agree. No, I agree. I agree. I'm not gonna like. I'm not putting him down for it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the facts. You know, like he to me in the past couple years, only point guard I've seen him play with is James Harden, and they got him at the trade deadline. You know, like nah, bro. It's been a while since Kevin Durant's had some playmaking around him, bro. And this is
Chris
the
Paul.
most playmaking he's had in a while.
I
He
think
got
since the breakup of the Nets, you can say that. But was a while ago. It sounds like I don't know.
even on the Nets, Kyrie wasn't there half the time. Harden was the only playmaker. They
Harden
have.
Harden's one of the best playmakers in the league.
He probably
He was
was.
averaging
No, at that
10
point, he
points.
probably was the best playmaker in the league.
He was averaging, I think, like he was averaging most. No, he was. I think he was like the NBA like league average of assists.
No, on the Nets, he probably was the best playmaker in the league. But as a duo last year, Van Vliet and Sengun, I think they were top 3 in assists per games when you add them as a duo. Like this is team basketball.
And men's also playmaker, and we got to see what Reid Shepard turns into too. So that's gonna be exciting to see.
What is the starting lineup?
It's gonna be Fred, Amen, KD, Jabari, and then Alperen Sengun.
KD at small forward is so nice. It's been a while. It's been a while since KD could play small forward with playmaking around him.
Okay. It's been a while since KD has a complete team. Got it.
Yeah.
That's what you can say. James Harden was a playmaker, but that bench was terrible. Steve Nash never coached a day in his life. I don't know what that was for, but yeah, they never had a complete team. This is one of the best coaches in the league. You have a really rising center, rising shooting guard.
Oh my god!
Fred VanVleet, experienced. Jeff Green might come back. Steven Adams
He is back.
Like they have a
That's
lot
why
of.
I just said, "Oh my god!" They got Jeff Green.
They might get him back. Probably gonna get him
Oh,
back.
he is on the roster. Like I'm looking right now. He's on the depth chart.
Wait, isn't he in an expiring contract?
Yeah, no, I don't think they signed him yet. I probably would have heard something.
He's on the depth chart. Like I'm looking.
I think they took that from this season. If you look at another team that has a free agent like Miles Turner, he's probably on the depth chart too. But he's a free agent right now.
Yeah, but Jeff Green's on the team. He played with KD in Seattle.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm saying he's probably gonna be on the team, but I don't think they were signed him yet.
Jeff Green's gonna be on the team. He's gonna be on the team.
But he's gonna be more of a bench guy.
He is.
He's gonna be like James Johnson.
Yes.
No, he's more than that.
He's not. He's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's gonna play.
He more like a Leonardo Barbosa.
Yeah.
You remember when like David West and you remember when like Matisse Spakes would come off the bench for the Warriors? Yeah. That's gonna be what like Jeff Green is. That's good.
No, I agree. Yeah. Something like
Steven Adams also played. KD got chemistry on his team. He got Jeff Green and Steven Adams.
Yeah, he has a point guard, a center, a starting lineup, and depth. He hasn't had that, and a coach.
And old teammates. He has chemistry, playmaking, a big man, and coaching. KD has every. Wow, I didn't realize the Thunder was. I mean, the Rockets was this good of an option though. Exactly. He has everything he needs.
And on top of that, he's talking about staying here to the end of his career, signing a lesser deal. Fred VanVleet's on the same vibes. So we might get another move going on. I'm suspecting we might trade Jabari Smith Jr. for somebody. I'm not sure who's going to be.
Oh, no.
It's
Wait,
I
as
hope.
a Rockets fan, you think that Jabari Smith has a high ceiling or
not? I think not really. I wanted Paolo. I remember back in that draft, Paolo was expected to go 3 to the Rockets for the entire year up until the actual day of the trade. And I was pissed when that happened. But Jabari Smith Jr., I think he's gonna be a role player. I think his peak is kind of gonna be
next year?
Huh?
Next year, you think is gonna be his peak? Like
No, not speak next year, but I think he's gonna be a superstar player. That's not. I don't think he's gonna be better than A-Man, Rob Prince and Goon. I think he's gonna be better than Cam.
A-Man has a talent to become the greatest player in the fun. Just the athleticism is diabolical. We just need him to develop that shooting.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, they haven't used him as a playmaker that much, but like I think last year he averaged 4.4 points.
Yeah.
4.4 assists. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think Jabari Smith Jr. is kind of gonna be on that same level with Jalen Green. Slightly better because his position and what he does on the floor is a little more consistent and contributable to like an average team. But I don't think he's gonna be much higher than the ceiling for Jalen Green, to be honest, in my opinion.
So y'all want to talk about the trades? Trade?
Yeah, no. KD to the Rockets is cool. KD to the Rockets is cool. What else? Are the
trades? We talk about Suns though. Talk about the Suns.
Yeah. They traded Jalen Green for a center.
What?
They're trading Jalen Green for a center. That Jalen Green is either sixth man of the year, and you're trading Bradley Beal for a center.
I think they go for the Duke guy. The Duke guy.
Yeah, I don't think you can trade Beal.
Huh? What happened?
You remember that Duke guy, the guy that I was talking about last year that like needs a project, and I wanted him in the Magic.
Oh, you want him on the Suns now?
Yeah. They got the 10th pick, so they could probably get him.
Yeah.
And Jalen Green goes to
somewhere. I have no idea.
I think that Brooklyn thing was actually like it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, for Claxton. Yeah, no, it's not terrible.
They have Cam Thomas. What's the plan there? If you have Cam Thomas already, that's my only question.
Green.
That's the
Cam
same.
Thomas is a point guard, though.
I think he's a shooting
guard. He's
not.
No, I think y'all are telling me Cam Thomas is not an NBA player.
No, he's shooting guard.
I think he can only play one position, and that one position he's Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is not a shooting guard, man. Stephen Curry's not a shooting guard. Those guys could only play point guard because how little they is. I think Cam Thomas is too little to be listed at any other position.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell. I know he's not Donovan Mitchell, but we do have small shooting guards in the league,
and that's why I hate the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell's the only one.
Well,
I hate Donovan Mitchell as shooting guard.
I mean, wait,
but
I want to go Terrence Mann. Yeah. Terrence Mann, maybe no.
No, Terrence
is 5.
Yeah. No, Trey Man. My fault, Trey Man.
Oh yeah,
he's a point guard to me.
Steph Curry was starting shooting guard for a while too. Steph Curry.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was actually shorter than
he's one of the few things I let slide, bro. Whatever, Steph. Yeah, but he's a shooting guard.
But I have a couple more questions with the trade. A couple more questions, just 2 more. The Suns with 10th pick. Who do they prioritize in drafting? Do they get a point guard? Do they get a center? I think just power forward, they have Royce O'Neal, things of that nature. So I don't think that's the priority. But I do think I'm looking at the center and the point guard. Who should they focus on more? Because they have Nick Richards on the team right now, but it's only Nick Richards. They don't have a point guard at all. So I'm just trying to think. What do you guys think?
They got Tyus Jones, but he's not.
Tyus Jones, like free agent. He might not be there. Probably won't be there.
I think they go for a point guard, and I think they go for that. If he drops, that'd be good. The guy from Illinois, the European one.
Okay.
I watched him play. I watched him play. He's pretty good.
Who is he? Is that point? I'm not too familiar with the draft players.
I think he's a point guard. Yeah, he's a 6'6" point guard.
Yeah, I'm thinking point guard. I think they should drop for a point guard. I think that's the priority.
Because Nick Richards is a solid enough center that he could play.
Exactly.
He's hopefully
mm-hmm. hopefully you're able to upgrade that center position with Jalen Green, trading him away and things of that nature. But point guard, I think that's something that has to be fixed immediately.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
mean,
point guard or
I
center?
I don't think I think they need best player available. I think this Suns team sucks.
Damn.
I think this Suns team has two building blocks, and that's Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is a building block. I think
No.
I think they have two positions on this team that I like in shooting guard and small forward. After that, this team is toxic. Like it's so toxic. This team has nothing but shooting guards.
Yeah.
They-
My debate to that though, I feel like top 3 players in the draft, like Dylan Harper and Cooper Flag, you draft for talent, best player available. But in their situation right now, I think they do need to draft for position.
And I think that it's like K. Both of his last names are K. His first name is last name.
I'm looking at a mock draft right now, and the guy who you're talking about went pick 5. You got to be talking about this Con Canupo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that played in Illinois.
Yeah.
He's a center. No?
He's a point.
Okay.
I don't know. One of y'all are wrong. Point guard to center is a big difference.
He's a 6'6" point guard.
Okay.
I think he averaged like 6.6 assists. I think. I'm don't quote me because I just watched like the beginning of the college, and then I didn't watch March Madness because I was doing some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, during March Madness, I was watching college football. This mock draft, shout out to friend of the show, NBA Trade Center. He took Colin Murray Boyles at pick 10. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I have not kept up with this draft at all. A name I've heard a lot is Derek Queen. I've heard a lot of people love Derek Queen. He's a center, I'm pretty sure.
He could play center power forward.
And they had him. Mock had him going 12. So what as a Suns, would you take him 10, Derek Queen?
I probably would explore it. I do think point guard is their need to fill right now. Players. Yeah, exactly. It's gotta be like a big difference between the next point guard and Derek Queen.
For me, I got a question.
He's finesse. He's got finesse.
Yeah.
But do you think Derek Queen would fit alongside Booker?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Maybe if they like actually teach him how to like do a pick and roll, like really good with Devin Booker.
Yeah, I'm really never sure with rookies. I'm just not
sure.
Like,
what's his like play style? Like, who would you compare him to?
I'm not good.
I think he posts up a lot. He has lots of finesse. That's what I heard.
Post and finesse. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I hear post. I hear Hakeem Olajuwon. That's all I'm gonna say.
I heard post and finesse. I get to think about Tim Duncan.
Finesse. Oh yeah, get out.
Yeah. Tim Duncan in the post or what? Oh man.
All right. Now my last question regarding that trade, last one I promise, is there was rumors of Darius Garland being traded for Kevin Durant. Cavs were willing to offer him. Timberwolves willing to offer Rob Dillingham and Rudy Gobert and draft capital. Was this the right move for the Suns?
Yes.
Suns return wise?
Actually, the Cavs one might have been a bit way better. But for Minnesota, that wouldn't be bad because he wants to compete, does he not? And if you do that trade with Minnesota, you're pretty much frying yourself, like literally frying yourself.
Okay, yeah, I can't see the point. I think Rudy Gobert, I think it doesn't fit the timeline. You're not ready to compete with that move. But Rob Dillingham is promising. And you do get a center. So there is some promise there that might be better than this 10th pick or Jalen Green. But
the 10th pick is still valuable.
Yeah, you're right. 10th pick.
Because they could also even trade it.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't think they could trade it. They could probably. I don't know.
Probably won't. But, yeah, no, you're right. Okay, but we all agree that Darius Garland probably would have been a pretty solid option. Or
I think there's something else we could agree on.
What?
About the cap on this app. That did not happen. Darius Garland ain't get offered for KD. They would have said yes so fast. No, the cap on the app, bro. Look, I'm telling you, I know lies when I see it, Larry. You know it too. Darius Garland ain't getting no offer for KD. You
I
got
mean, he was
Larry.
he was on the trade. He was on the trade.
You gotta remember though, Larry. I tell you this all the time. Who's the only person that benefits from that rumor?
The person that posted it.
The Sun, no, the Suns are the only. The Suns might have told him that, like someone in like the Sun. You gotta remember these teams. There's over 100 people in their front office. You're telling me not one person told a source, "Hey, we could get Darius Garland for KD." Tell them other teams to offer something better. Yeah, we could get Darius Garland. Cap. Yeah, but let's try and get more.
That does make sense because like you could just bait them.
Yeah, they have to bait people. Darius Garland for KD at 38, and stop lying.
Wait.
Offer that.
We did. I think I'm kind of debating right now in my head what's more valuable, Darius Garland or Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and a 10th pick. I'm actually debating this right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm debating this. It's a very talented draft. 10th pick is a lottery pick. Dillon Brooks is a very valuable.
But you don't think in the Darius Garland trip and Darius Garland deal there was more? Was it just a 1-for-1 swap?
There's probably some more add to that, but it probably would have been like a Dean Wade, something like that.
Look, we don't know, but like there was no package centered around Darius Garland. I don't.
But just you gotta answer the question: what's more valuable, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, 10th pick in this year's draft, or Darius Garland? Gotta pick one. I might go Rockets. I'm
gonna say equal. No, that's like equal value. But the thing is, the Darius Garland deal was gonna have more than Darius Garland.
Which would have been,
or that's what or maybe the Suns would have had to give more. Darius Garland for KD? Who has to give up more? 1-for-1.
KD, the KD thing.
Cavs that give up more match salary.
What?
Yeah, but I'm talking about more assets. Like who's more valuable today, KD or Darius Garland?
Darius Garland for his youth. The youth helps a lot.
KD is 38 on an expiring deal.
I feel you, but I feel like Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks. I know I keep going back to that, but I'm comparing it. I think KD might be more
valuable than Darius Garland.
But also the value depends on the team too. Cause like the Timberwolves value KD over Darius Garland right now.
The Cavs would have valued KD tremendously. I agree with you, but
I think if the rumor is true, they value KD over Garland. Because probably would include somebody else in that deal as well.
I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Like that one, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Darius Garland for KD, it's like somewhat believable. If that happened, I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, the Suns folded because that's the type of thing where I would have traded for Garland. I would have waited a year for Bradley Beal's contract to be expiring, add a first-round pick to him on an expiring deal, and trade for like a center. You got Darius Garland, Devin Booker, and some center. That's a legit team. Yeah. But at the same time, like you're saying, Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks, and some center, that's a legit defense around Booker. That's a legit team, So I get you. It just depends what you get for Jalen Green because you have
exactly. Yeah, that's really the end all be all.
Yeah, it gets what you get for Jalen Green. Yeah, if you get Yusuf Nurkic, you sold.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's the next trade? Oh, do you want to go? Get the little sheet out.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go from chronological order. What happened in the last days?
Mm-hmm.
So the first
wait. Hold on. My fault. Should we do the Celtics last? Because they know they have two trades, or should we just do the?
Let's do it. Okay. Jordan Poole and Sadiq Bey and the 40th selection this year, which is the 20th pick in the second round. For Pelicans guard, TJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second.
What did I miss? Huh? I missed those. TJ McConnell got traded?
Yes. I told you.
We talked about it, but I thought you said if he got traded. He actually did. My bad.
TJ McConnell got traded and Kelly Olynyk for Jordan Poole and Sadiq.
No. CJ.
Oh, CJ McConnell. I thought you said TJ McConnell.
Oh.
I was gonna say TJ McConnell got moved. I'm missing out on stuff.
My fault. I studied it. My fault.
You good? Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, I ruined it.
Yeah, no, I see it now.
Yeah.
What are the Wizards? I mean, y'all were talking about it earlier. Like the Wizards could
Mhm.
do. I don't like this, man. I don't like this. This is just
Well,
a move.
this is just a equal move. It's not a good move for either team.
Can someone explain why either? Wait,
Why
I
did
don't
this happen?
understand this trade.
Why did this happen? Why did this happen?
Yeah,
Can
why
you
did
wait?
this happen?
Can you go over the trade one more time? Go over
It
one more
was
time.
Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the 40th pick this year
Hmm.
for CJ McConnell, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second.
You think Wizards side, in my opinion, I think T. McCollum is 30 million expiring. Chris Middleton opted into his player option, 34 million. Keno Linux, 12 million expiring. That's over $70 million for next season for expiring money, so they can kind of play in free agency next season.
Yes,
For the Pelicans side, a little confused. They have Jordan Poole on the roster now. I know DeJounte Murray's kind of injured right now with the Achilles tear. Not sure when he comes back into the season. Maybe they want Jordan Poole to kind of start at that point guard position until Dante gets back. Maybe have like a rotation of those point guards. Not too sure. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
hang on real quick.
I don't know, man. This is a move where it seems like the Pelicans just want years and youth. I guess the Pelican. I mean, why not get off CJ McCollum for anything? Nah. I guess.
It kind of makes sense. They're trying
Yeah,
to get a youthful talent back. This guy
yeah,
can be a six man for them.
yeah,
My only question is kind of how he fits with Dante Murray when he comes back, and also Jordan Hawkins' development. Will he still
yeah.
fit our roster? That's the only question I have. But they probably have another move under their belt. But I mean, Trey Murphy, Curb Jones, very valuable assets. See what they do with them. But yeah, I think Jordan Poole kind of being a rotational guard for them is my opinion. What they're trying to do with him. Just a little confused on the fit with DeJounte Murray and Jordan Hawkins.
Bro, CJ McCollum fell to his knees when he saw he got traded to the Wizards. I'm already knowing. What? I'm going to Washington, and he's like the president of the NBA too. So like, that's a back door if I ever seen one. You gonna trade me to Washington, bro? That's crazy.
I
He's
think I think this is similar to Jordan Drew Holiday to the Blazers. Just I asked, I don't think he's actually going to play there. Probably going to be rerouted to a different team for assets. That's in my opinion what's going to happen. He also could be treated as an expiring contract, so we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll just get him like Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton and just become a mental.
Oh, Smart's there too, right?
Yeah, Smart. Yeah.
Smart's $20 million. That's $90 million expiring next offseason.
Dang, that's
Not
crazy.
bad. That's $90 million. That's like nuts what they're doing right now.
is it who's a free agent? Who's gonna be in free agency next year? They could overpay for Benedict Mathurin.
Which would be stupid.
I mean that's what they're. You gotta remember though. What Larry's saying is somewhat right, and that's what small market teams do. That's
Yeah, but like,
how
hang on, but think about it. They could match it, and also actually they
exactly
would pay, but also
exactly.
they could. Why would you do that when you have, this young core of Keyshawn George, I think that's his name.
Yeah,
Love Carrington. Love Carrington could start a point guard, I think.
yeah. Well, Carrington,
Billy
cool.
Koulibaly, and then
Sar.
what's his name? Yeah, sorry.
Out
There's
of
one
those
more guy.
guys,
There's one more guy, I think. If I'm not wrong.
it was it Jordan Poole, Corey Kispert.
Not quite. No, it was like one of those young, like just drafted.
This year, you named all three they took this year. They traded Denny.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm
The Wizards though, this is a team that I don't know. Did CJ McCollum get moved again? Maybe. Thinking about it, no way CJ McCollum want to play there, bro. There's no way. I don't even want to think about what this Wizards team got on it because I see CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton on it. No, this team is chopped, and the reason I said I would like the position they're in is what Larry said. Literally, they overpaid for a bunch of.
Actually, you know what?
What's up?
If KD changes his mind, does he want to go back to hometown?
Nah, but the thing is, it's about when you
Because
do
they could
moves,
have the money.
it's about direction. This direction they're going seems like they want a bunch of old players to just basically rehab in Washington, and during the trade deadline, maybe trade them for some picks. Like let them like rest for the beginning of the season, and then go to a contender for the rest. And then they're gonna have, like Larry said, 90 million free agency. And is that gonna be the Paulo draft class, like you said?
Yeah, it's Apollo draft.
For example, the
Jalen
reason that's
Williams.
yeah, exactly. Jalen, that's the reason it's beneficial though. Because what the Wizards are gonna do, they're gonna play devil's advocate. They're going to force teams to give all these young stars maxes. Like Jalen Williams, even though we know the Thunder are going to match, we're going to make sure you get every penny you deserve, my boy. Yeah,
And
Thunder
then
pay him.
Chet Holmgren. And then
Yeah,
Chet Holmgren.
exactly. Then it gives a domino effect. It makes the Thunder eventually have to give up one of those guys. And the Thunder are light years ahead of everyone. That's why they got all these picks. But in a case like the Cavaliers, for example,
give money. He still got money.
Yeah, exactly. But in a case like the Pacers, for example, where they're about to have to choose between Nemhard and Matherin, the Wizards could make their job harder and make an opponent in their conference weaker. So they're gonna overpay a little bit for some. The Wizards are gonna overpay a little bit for a young player next offseason to give them some hope and give him a number one
that's kind of what they
opportunity.
did with the John Wall era. I think it was Trevor Ariza. They gave him the contract.
No, that's actually you're right. That's what they did with Bradley Beal. They gave Bradley Beal number one option, but the thing is, the way that they used that asset was terrible. They developed 30-point per game score, and they gave him a no trade clause and told him go wherever you want. You overpay for someone, it's for a direction, and they gave Bradley Beal a no trade clause. That is a no. That is a hey. There is no direction. You pick your destiny, and he got it. The NBA has a rule that you could only get the supermax in your 10th year of the NBA. They gave it to him the day it was his 10th year in the NBA. Like they were like, as soon as it was his 10th year in the NBA, they ran on his birthday and gave him that deal. Like they were happy. They were happy to do it. So Wizards are going to overpay for somebody. What's the next trade?
Next trade is let's do this one first. Boston Celtics trade Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons and 2 seconds.
Why do the Boston Celtics get to go away with robbery all the time?
Exact 2 seconds. Like no, hang on. I think Anthony Simons is a great player. I mean, I went to his high school because I was near there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm from Orlando, so he was in Orlando. His high school was in Orlando. He's gonna be a better player than him next year, I think, because no way he's gonna be good in that Blazers team. I mean, he's gonna be good, obviously, but like, I don't think he's gonna play as much. And then, Anthony Simons is a little 20-point per game scorer now.
Yeah, might be
minimum 17.
Nah, minimum 21.
No, minimum.
Anthony Simons might be.
Brown. He's got Jaylen Brown.
I know, but
supposedly Derek White, and then
he might be your most improved player next year.
Maybe.
He's on a Celtics team that is just. He's gonna be the number one option.
They also got
no, not over Brown.
You got to know what a number one option.
Not over Brown.
Consistent.
I'm not saying he's going to score more points per game than Brown, but he's going to be the number 2 option scoring wise, and the number 1 option playmaking wise. So he's the number 1 option. Like he takes control of the ball. His job is to get Jaylen Brown looks. Like the offense runs through him. It's going to be him looking for Jaylen Brown or him looking for his shot or whoever's open.
That's not a bad take at all. It's with Tatum injured and Drew Holiday. Yeah, that's not a bad take.
Yeah, no, he's gonna control the offense, and we'll see what that could look like because the defense is cool.
We underrate second round picks. I think that's what we underrate second round picks. So you can find a gem. I mean, Manu Ginobili, IT, Nikola Jokic, like those guys went in the second round, and you could get a gem like Andrew Nemhard right now. He's the first pick in the second round. Great player.
Yeah. Not? Yeah. I mean, really what life is about is just finding your role and playing it to the best of your ability. Like you said, Manu Ginobili, he was a second option and he was a bench player, Larry. He was a second option off the bench. You got that's why I be telling Jalen Green to embrace the bench role. Just embrace who you are, and you could be a second option. For example, KD's the best second option of all time. KD's always kind of been a second option, but he's usually like the best player. Like for example, Curry.
When
Curry and Westbrook were the point guards of their team and were playmate for KD. KD just gets hoop. KD just scores. You feel me? He be hooping. He scores. Play defense.
I think we need to find what's the first second option. I'm just a little confused.
How much you have the ball in your hand? To me, like usage. Just because you score more doesn't mean you're a higher option. Draymond Green before KD was the second option, and he scored like 9 points a game. Clay was a 23 point per game scorer, and Draymond was the second option.
I don't know. When you say option, I'm thinking about scoring and the.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like to have the ball in their hands. If it wasn't Curry, it's Draymond, right?
Yeah.
So he's the second option to me. It's just that Klay Thompson is like a way better scorer. You know, the option is to get Klay Thompson open. Like I get you. The option is to get Klay open. But like, I feel you.
I think I refrain and worrying a little bit, but I get what you're saying.
Each other. Yeah,
what you're saying, but yeah, Anthony Simons, I like it. I think this is like I was really high on Anthony Simons. I think he's going to be a really good player. I was thinking maybe he goes to the Heat, the Kings, a team that needs a point guard. He's trying to flourish. The Magic, but it's not a bad. This is a really good challenge for Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
it's a very good development piece. No Tatum, just him and Brown, and Derek White and the other guys, of course. Gonna have Derek White in the backcourt with him, Payne Pritchard on the bench for him. We can really see what Anthony Simons is gonna be. Is he gonna be a star player on a championship team, or just kind of one of those guys that can play on a ceiling, no expectation team? What is he actually gonna be in his career? Finally get to see that with the Celtics, and if he performs well, he'll be there for Tatum when he gets back. If not, they'll probably reroute him or try to go in a different direction. That's what I think.
To me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is a good number 3 option for the Celtics. Because when Tatum's back, in every world, Anthony Simons helps Tatum. Let's say Tatum comes back and is 100% for some reason. Anthony Simons played with Damian Lillard. He cool with playing off ball. Mm. Let's say Tatum comes back and is 75%, right? And the one thing that he loses is his ability to play make, but he's still a great catch and shoot player, rebounder, defender, stuff like that. Anthony Simons could get him in those positions to be a catch and shoot player. And then if you let's live in a world where now Jaylen Brown is your third option, but Simons is your third best player, and you play through him. You just have Simons getting Tatum, Brown open with Derek White and some other center spacing out the court, because Celtics always find them a stretch 5. I hate it.
Yeah. We got to talk about the next series. I wrote.
No. Before we do that, there is a Blazers part that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, Blazers. Yeah.
Larry, I told you a couple weeks ago that the Blazers are not that far away. There's one player that they could get right now and be legit.
Is it wait? Let me guess. Is it a point guard? Is it a guard? A small forward?
Just think. Just say a name.
You gotta give me a position or something.
No, but the Drew Holiday trade kind of made me think of it.
But who got to give me a position, bro? Gotta give me a position.
The Drew Holiday trade made me think of it. That's enough.
Is it Drew Holiday?
No, the Drew Holiday trade made me think of this. Giannis to the Blazers.
Get out.
I'm out.
Giannis to the Blazers. You have Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdija, Giannis, and Donovan Mitchell. DeAndre Ayton, Scoot Henderson, and picks.
Who's gonna be the point guard? Giannis?
No, I just named him.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Drew Holiday. Yeah, Drew Holiday. Exactly.
So you're basically selling your third overall pick for actually that's not that's
School
but the Bucks
Henderson,
accept it. But do the
DeAndre
Bucks
Ayton.
accept it? Do the Bucks accept it?
Yeah. Do the Bucks accept that?
No.
I don't think.
What if Giannis says I want to go play with Drew again?
But he says he doesn't. He says he wants to stay in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I think he's waiting. I was listening to ESPN earlier. I think they're waiting to see what the Bucks are going to try and reroute this team to be a championship team. I think it's impossible. I can't do it myself, so we got to see.
Yeah, you can't do yourself as diabolical.
Exactly, man.
No, Trade Master Larry can't make you a playoff team, bro.
Good.
Trade Giannis.
That's all I'm saying.
You're good. No. I literally hopped in the trade finder for these teams, and I looked at the Bucks roster, and I went straight to Giannis' name. I was like, "Yo, nah, Giannis gotta go, man."
And also, one of the biggest things with the Bucks, they have a lot of player options. Bobby Portis, I think some other guys I can't remember off the top of my head, but Bobby Portis is one of the big names on that player option list.
Pat Connaughton accepted his recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, one of those guys, Kevin Porter Jr. There you go, another name. These guys choose to be free agents.
He's probably not going to accept it. He's not going to accept it because
those are their pieces that can trade away. Kevin Porter Jr. has some value. Bobby Portis has a lot of value for his power forward position. If they kind of go into the free agency market, they lose that too. I don't see it. I don't see anything.
Bobby Portis is their most valuable trade.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the next trade, man. Let's get honest about it.
But for the Blazers, though, do you think they're trying to reroute for like a star like that? I was thinking about Brown to the Blazers. I think with Don McClingan, you have Denny Avdija, Tumani Kamara. Guys are really trying to come up to role players. Do you think they're aiming for superstar talent to be added to this roster? Is that what you think the move is for the Blazers this season?
No, I think they're gonna do it. Kind of what OKC did and just make their team better organically. Yeah.
But OKC has Shea. There's someone from the jump. The second season he was in the league from the trade. This is the guy we can kind of.
Shannon Sharp.
Sharp, I think.
Yeah, Sharp is a really good player, and I think like he didn't play college. We do know that he didn't play college, and he's doing this. This is incredible. I think he's gonna be an all-star, like minimum an all-star.
That's kind of why I liked Giannis to the Blazers too. Shaden Sharp would be kind of
over the guy.
Thing is, he would be like his Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
And then Donovan Clingan would be the big man in the paint.
Brook Lopez.
Nah, he's not Brook Lopez though. Brook Lopez shoots threes. Donovan Clingan, he's trying to shoot threes, but I think Donovan Clingan is like imagine if Rudy Gobert was just started shooting threes next year. That's Donovan Clingan.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that. Okay, I can see that for the Blazers. And my last thing with if they do just trade Drew Holiday to trade him away again, where would you like to see Drew Holiday land? I'm thinking Minnesota.
Anywhere.
I think Minnesota. I think they looking for a point guard, a new point guard. Making defense.
You are so happy.
I think it would be amazing. My opinion.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, Timberwolves.
Well, what?
I don't know.
What other teams would you think? What other teams would you?
Literally,
Heat?
Literally almost any team but the Blazers. Like Drew Holiday is one of those guys that I think he fits any roster but the Blazers. Let me check. I think the Blazers is the one team Drew Holiday like makes no sense for.
Yeah.
I could you not.
All right. Y'all want to go to the next trade or wait?
No. I want to go through every single team in the NBA.
Drew Holiday fits real quick.
Because like I think every single team in the NBA could use Drew Holiday. But the Blazers, literally, like it's hilarious. The Knicks,
Sacramento could use him.
The Knicks would love him at shooting guard next to Brunson.
That's not terrible.
The Pistons, he wouldn't be bad on the Pistons. He wouldn't be bad on the Magic. He's literally Jalen Suggs, and they love him over there.
Just combine. I know Drew Holiday makes $32 million, so it's gonna be very difficult to kind of move him, especially for his value.
And he has more of a contract too. He has like a big contract.
Yeah.
He's on the Blazers right now. So would the Blazers want Paul George? Hell no, right? Nah.
What? Wait, what?
Nah. Hornets?
Yeah.
Him on the Hornets would be cool.
I Wait, is Harden? Is Harden a free agent?
I think he has a player option. I think he's a player option.
Yeah, because every time I play in 2K, like it's like he's on the free agent and he goes to the Wizards for no reason. Like, wow,
Who?
James Harden. This man just comes in, plays 1 year, good, and then just goes to freaking I don't know. Like he literally goes to Wizards all the time. I'm like, why? Why?
He has a player option. Player option.
Well, the Suns would want Drew Holiday for Jalen Green.
Yeah, that's no. But the Blazers win it. The Blazers win it.
I think the Blazers would, just the age difference.
Shade and sharp.
What other trades is there? The Porzingis to the Hawks.
Oh yeah, I got that full thing. Trust me, I love making notes of this.
It's not terrible.
Wait, the Porzingis trade? No, it's terrible. A 3-team trade sends Kristaps Porzingis and a second-round pick to the Hawks. Terrence Mann and Atlanta's 22nd pick this year to the Nets, and George Niang and a second to the Celtics. So basically, Porzingis is going away for George Niang and a second-round pick.
Okay, so just this for the viewers, we know Porzingis has been dealing with some injuries and an illness that has been unidentified. That's kind of the big reason for his value go down this low. But this is just too low.
This is diabolical.
This is a bag of chips. This is a bag of chips, bro.
This is literally the Aaron Neesmith, the paperclip.
Straight Doritos, bro. Straight Doritos, bro.
Do we have to talk about this or no? I think I could get a bag of chips and just like that's it.
No, this is a crazy trade for real.
Hey,
but like the Hawks.
This is what Atlanta did to them in this trade.
They put belt. They put belt. Nah, for real, bro. I don't know what this type of move is. Check me out though. The Hawks, dude, Larry.
They don't have to get Clint Capella no more.
Yeah, no, this is. I'm looking at this right now. Next year,
Lakers rejoice. Y'all can finally get Clint Capella.
We might be in a new era of basketball. And Giannis got to go somewhere. We're in a new era.
You have an obsession with Giannis getting traded.
Yes, because I'm looking at. We're in a new era. We have a lineup where Trae Young, his shortest player, is 6'8" next to him.
No, 6'7".
Dyson Daniels 6'8".
6'7". He's 6'7".
If he's 6'7", whatever.
Yeah, 1 inch, man. That's a
he's 6'7" now. Okay, they be changing players' heights. You know how it would be. He used to be listed at 6'8" when they wanted him at small forward. Now they trying to put him at point guard. He became 6'7". Would you? Check me out though. He has straight defenders next to him. This is the Hawks replicating Jalen Brunson on the Knicks.
Y'all think this team is the best trading team of like all time?
Trading?
No, Trae Young, like his best team of all time.
This is his, no matter what, top two. No matter what, that team that made the conference finals run, I don't remember the exact roster. I think it was Kevin Huerter, and that's it. Like that's the.
Oh
yeah, Kevin Huerter, This team has more talent and more defense. So you know what that means? More ball for Trae Young. So more touches for Trae Young, more defense, and more shooting. If Porzingis is healthy, they have maybe the best backup big in the league in Onyeka Okongwu. Maybe the best backup big duo. If Clint Capella is a third string center, he's cool now. As a third string, Clint Capella for like 6 minutes. Those are gonna be some impactful 6 minutes.
Yeah. I think the Hawks, you still have Dyson Daniels growing, Zachary Richardson growing, Jalen Johnson's still growing. It's gonna be a very talented team. I wasn't completely satisfied with Onyeka Okongwu starting like full time for them. I wasn't ready for that. So bringing in Porzingis, I can play if he's healthy. Hopefully,
is he a contender?
Option for them. No, I don't think so.
Not so like they don't make it to the final. They don't make it to the final.
maybe in a year or two. I'm not.
They make it. I think they make it this year. Like no, the East is literally like. No, this would be
If
very boring.
Porzingis is healthy,
I was gonna say some
the Hawks
crazy.
have a chance. Like that's kind of why I just sat there and
Just saying
stared
that.
at this team.
Let's take out the Celtics. I'm taking out the Sixers too. But I don't believe in
Yeah,
it.
and the Bucks because Dame is out,
You don't
Magic.
believe
and the Pacers because Halliburton.
Yeah, I think X Magic and Magic
Hey,
are in the way, and Cleveland are in the way. That's
And the
kinda-
Knicks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Hang on. Nets, y'all might make the playoffs.
Nets?
Yes, the Nets
Brooklyn?
might make the playoffs. Yes,
No,
Brooklyn
no,
Nets.
no. Maybe.
East
I
is
mean,
so-
we'll see. We'll see what the East look
is
like.
so wide open.
Yeah,
It's not-
but the top teams in the East are going to be the Hawks,
Mhm,
the Knicks, the
mhm.
Cavs, and the Magic.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I agree.
And then maybe like the next two teams, maybe the Pacers still make the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie, because even though Halliburton hurt,
They got a good.
it's gonna be like a Nemhard breakout year, you know.
Yeah. The Heat are in there too. I'm not gonna leave them out.
Yes,
Heat
I'm saying.
are in there. Heat are in. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. Even with the B not playing that much, Sixers are in there. Quinn Grimes, Jerry McCain healthy. They might do something.
Guys,
Third
actually-
pick of this year. The third pick. Forgot about that.
Now, what I was about to say is like even with Dame out, the Bucks are still gonna make the playoffs, but they're not gonna be contenders.
Yeah, are we doing a draft stream or no?
I don't know players that in the draft.
Nah,
I
yeah.
don't watch college.
You know what we should do?
I don't watch college.
We should do a draft with only Thunder players.
Right now?
Yeah.
I bet.
All right. Is there any more?
I'll
Is there
write it
anything else? Anything else to the script?
No, really.
I mean, Celtics. I think they get off Porzingis' contract and Drew Holiday. I think that's the benefit towards them. I still think it's undervalued, but to do like that kind of for Celtics to get out the second apron officially now out the second apron, it's good for them. And Brooklyn Nets get another pick in this year's draft, another chance of getting a star player. So that's all.
Yeah. Before we end off the episode, we're gonna spin the wheel real quick. We got Larry, Omar, and we're gonna just draft players based on their tendency or their tenure with the OKC Thunder. We're gonna spin the wheel to see who picks first, second, and third. First pick of the draft will go to not me. Shit. Be going to Larry.
God damn.
All right, let's see who this. Matter of fact, at this point, I want the third pick, bro. Hey, let me get the third pick, man. Let me get the third pick. You want the second pick? You want the second or third pick?
I'll get the third pick. I don't care.
You get the third pick. That's cool. All right, so Larry, first pick in the all-time Thunder draft. Who are you taking?
Are we doing Seattle too or not? Are we doing Seattle? No.
Yeah, are we doing Seattle too, Larry?
Yeah.
So we're doing Seattle and the Thunder?
Yeah.
All right, so the first pick in the Seattle Supersonics and OKC Thunder draft, you will be selecting
Kevin Durant.
who you got?
Kevin Durant.
Mhm.
You guys hear me? KD. Kevin Durant. What?
No, I'm agreeing with you. Oh, what's your name again?
Me?
Nerd. What's your yeah? What nerd? What do we call you?
David. Y'all can just call me my name, David. It's all right.
That's what you want to go by, David?
Yeah.
All right, David. Who you got with the second pick?
I don't know. You got the second pick.
Oh, I did try to slime you out. That's crazy. No, I did just try to slime you out. I did just try to slime you out. My bad. I'm gonna go. Damn, I do got the second pick. I'm gonna go with Shea Gilgeous.
You're wrong, bro. Okay. At my point guard, I got Russell Westbrook.
And who else you got since it's a snake?
Okay, snake. Actually, at my point guard, I want Gary Payton, and then I want Westbrook at the 2.
That's nasty. Okay.
I mean, it works. It works.
Yeah, I got Shea at the 1, and I'm gonna put J-Dub at my 2.
Diabolical.
Hmm.
I didn't realize. Oh,
Wait, so he's smart. You got J.
Yeah, no, it's your pick now, Larry. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go Paul George.
bro, I just realized I could have had him.
I'm gonna go PG.
That's cool.
I'm trying to think who else play on Thunder. CP3 play?
Yeah.
He played, right?
Yeah, he did.
CP3. We CP3.
Okay.
I was thinking about going triple guard.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
I'm gonna move J Dub to my 3, and I'm putting Ray Allen at shooting guard.
Smart. That's smart. Okay. I'm my Oh yeah, I got 2 picks. Okay. So at center I take Sean Kemp. And then at power forward I take Ibaka.
Okay. Oof. At power forward, give me Rashard Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Center. You guys picked the Ibaka yet, right?
Mhm.
I already I took Ibaka. I took Ibaka.
I might go Steven Adams. I might go Steven Adams. I need a big man. One name I can think of.
Okay. And then your final pick. I don't think. You need a shooting guard, I think. Or a power forward.
You guys took Ray Allen too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Give me Chet.
Okay.
Power forward?
Yeah, power forward. I have Marcady at the small forward and PG at the 2.
Okay, so for you, it's Chris Paul.
At my center position, I'm pretty sure this is who I'm gonna go with. Just double checking. Oh wait. Matter of fact, I don't know about these 2 guys too much, but I know both their names. I'm gonna see how this guy was on the Thunder. No way he was. Oh, he was a baller on the Thunder. I did not know that. Oh wait, yeah, they were. Yeah, me and Eli watched him, but he was on the Supersonics. Give me Spencer Haywood at my 5.
Who?
Spencer Haywood.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you could. I think I had the best team. I'm not even working.
I could have took Jack Sigma, but Spencer Haywood, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, who's
Yeah, all right, Spencer Haywood.
Who's at your 4?
Huh?
Who's at your 4?
Rashard Lewis.
And then your 5?
Spencer Haywood.
Oh, hey. Oh, okay. No, I know who you talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. He averaged like 30 and 13.
All right, chill out, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good. There's no small forwards. At my small forward, I will be taking. Carmelo Anthony.
Not terrible. Not terrible. Not terrible. Carmelo, that's almost the best he could have gone.
I was
seems
thinking
like
about going Tavo Civillosa. Wow, Tavo Civillosa, but no.
Yeah,
So,
Andre Roberson.
Right. So Larry,
No, you could.
your team is CP3 at the point guard, Paul George at the shooting guard, KD at small forward, Chet at power forward, and Steven Adams at center, right?
Yep.
And then for you, Mark, it's Shea, Ray Allen at the guards, J-Dub and Rashard Lewis at the forwards, and then Haywood at center. Right?
Yeah.
All right. My starting 5 is Gary Payton at point guard, Westbrook at shooting guard, Melo at the small forward, Ibaka at center, not center, power forward, and then Sean Kemp at center.
Yeah, in the comment section below, y'all let us know which one of those teams y'all thought was the best. Salute from Boston. Thank you, Mouthpiece, for your solution. Jamal, thank you for your high.
How many players you guys have? My fault. How many players you guys have? 5?
Yeah, 5 each.
Okay.
You want to do a 6-man? You want to do a 6-man?
And I was asking. I thought I had more than you guys for a second.
Nah.
You did. I can.
Nah.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, but seems like we wrapping it up. Is there anything else to talk about before we go?
NBA draft.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing. What do y'all? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow. Remember, I'm going there.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe we want to do like a draft stream or something. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know anything, but like I'm down. But like,
Yeah.
if we do that tomorrow, we can do the playoff award show tomorrow.
What award?
I'm not gonna be here though. You feel me?
Yeah, you're not gonna be here. Yeah, maybe you could just send us your picks.
Yeah, so I'll send you pictures. I'll take pictures. That's pretty
No, I mean you could do that too, but I meant like your picks for like MVP of the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Where
okay.
Yeah, that's what we did last year. That was our most viewed episode of the whole
for the playoff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that was our most viewed episode ever on this page. Actually, on draft night, we did the NBA playoff award show in. We're like, I'm off tomorrow too. I'm actually off tomorrow. So like, David, you want to go live tomorrow?
Yeah, I got you. I'm free, man. I'm a child. I don't pay taxes.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of.
I mean, the only draft question really is the third pick with Ace Bailey. With Ace Bailey kind of denying with all the tryouts stuff like that. Sixers draft the player at 3. Should they trade it away? What do you guys think?
That's so maybe we just maybe we do the draft stream, and then we do the playoff awards.
No, look, how we did it is while we're waiting for the picks, we go over each award and then like, bro, they take so long to pick, bro.
Nah, 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, while they taking a sweet time, we'll reminisce about the playoffs for the new viewers, man. Because they be taking a sweet time, man. I feel them though. They making draft franchise changing moves. But Larry, to answer your question, I think they should package pick 3 with Paul George, man.
So where?
Please. But like, who wants that? Yeah.
I think the Jazz called about that earlier. I
thought he got traded. I didn't get intel, but it was like I genuinely got scared because I was watching the final. Oh no, I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and she was like, I was like not like yelling, but I was like, what? And she's like, what? Paul George getting traded, and I genuinely thought it was real.
Yeah, you funny, bro. Look, check me out. Paul George and pick 3 for Jalen Green and like what if the Suns just give the 76ers an entire bench for Paul George?
Yeah, get out. Bye-bye.
No, real talk. You give them like Grace, you give them an entire bench and pick 10.
Do they want that?
Bro, the 76ers the 76ers, all they have is a bunch of injury-prone players and Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
No, they have Jared McCain. Might get Quentin Grimes.
Has Jared McCain ever played 20 NBA career games?
Yeah. No, but he has a lot of potential. We see.
I ain't trying to call him injury-prone, but like play more than 20 games, you know.
He played through the tormentistas.
I know. No, I'm not. Look, I'm saying I ain't trying to call him injury-prone, but play more than 20 games in the NBA, bro. You know, like, nah.
I feel you, but they also have Adams Bonia, he's been improving.
Adeem Bona, yeah, but that's a nice exactly. That's what I'm saying. They should trade Paul George for like 3 of those guys from the Suns. The Suns could give you Jalen Green, Grayson Allen, and like Nick Richards.
So why would they want Jalen Green?
Yeah, he's a hard
guy. For the bench.
Nah, too many shooting guys. They have Quentin Grimes, Jared McCain.
You're not playing Quentin.
You're not playing Jalen Green. Not gonna play.
All right.
Off the bench, bro. But that's a championship team.
Got Oubre too. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen.
Then y'all don't think Jalen Green is good? Y'all are calling out Caleb Martin name over him.
I'm not saying he's not good at all. I'm saying that a lot of teams have a shooting guard already. To bring Jalen Green for $33 million doesn't make sense cap wise or talent wise. Add him to the roster.
It does when you have Paul George on your team, actually.
No, but they have Jared McCain. You're forgetting about Jared McCain and Quentin Grimes and Kelly Oubre. 3 guys in the rotation can play the shooting guard position. Paul George can play the shooting guard position.
Yeah, but those guys can play small forward also. So you just put them at small forward when Jalen Green's in the game.
It's too much. No, the shooting guard small forward position. They have too much depth there. Sixers are not a good idea for that. The Memphis Grizzlies, that could be a Jalen Green destination. Maybe they trade away Zach LaVine. Kings get him. I don't know. Not the Sixers.
Nuggets. Is that too weird? Because he's athletic and he'd work with
That's not bad. That's not a bad trade. FPJ that can move, of course. Not sure where he goes, but it could work.
I think we're overthinking it, and maybe they just stay with this core.
Wait, which team? Phoenix?
Yeah.
Nah, Phoenix is off of Jalen Green tomorrow. Like Jalen Green is getting traded in the next 24 hours.
They don't want him.
He's getting traded in the next 24 hours. Bro.
You don't think so? I think they're trying to find a third team to reroute Jalen Green. They actually said they don't want Jalen Green in the trade package because this makes sense for them. That's why I didn't make a KD trade because I couldn't do it. Not Jalen Green in the package, but it happened. So I think they're trying to get third team, but they haven't found it yet. They're trying to get that pick before the draft happened. So that's what's gonna happen in my opinion.
Dang. Hey, you remember before we end off the episode, bro, when Matt Ishbia came into town, he traded for Kevin Durant, and I remember he said, "Fuck them picks." Now he's desperate for picks. Like you're telling me the whole negotiation. He said, "No, I don't want Jalen Green." Oh shit! It's a day before the draft. Can I please get pick 10? Okay, I'll take Jalen Green, bro. Just give me pick 10, please.
That's what you happen.
Please give me pick 10. I'm sorry for being selfish. No, bro, that's sick.
I think they're trying to argue to get Jabari Smith or Reed Shepard to match that contract instead. But Rockets were a burn budget.
Yeah, as they shouldn't have, bro. Yeah, KD is 38, bro, and he's 38.
Yeah.
The only team I could see Jalen Green going to for a draft, Bucks possibly. They have one pick they could trade away.
I told this last week. I made a trade package with Jalen Green and Gunn.
Oh wow!
And he ever started.
To where?
To Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee's actually a decent spot. No, that's a good name.
They need an extra score for Giannis, and even if he's inconsistent,
especially Dave out, yeah.
Even if he's inconsistent, that little scoring can help him in game.
Yeah. You know, Jalen Green's best friend also plays in Milwaukee, so that would be something that makes sense. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, so his best friend played there. They need a shooting guard. I like that. No, we finally found a Jalen Green spot. Would you trade him for Brook Lopez?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. Look, that's another thing with the Bucks. Lopez is a free agent. That's another thing with the Bucks. He's a free agent as well.
He is a free agent.
I mean,
yeah.
But my last destination for Jalen Green, Raptors or RJ Barrett.
No.
Would you?
Yeah, RJ Barrett is valuable. RJ Barrett is more valuable.
No.
I know, but the Raptors. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Raptors, that's the position they got too many of. They got Grady Dick.
But you wanted to trade to the Sixers, the same thing.
Yeah, but the Sixers have a direction. The Raptors have a bunch of young shooting guards trying to prove a point. The Sixers, Jalen Green could actually go there and have a purpose as a six man and be like the six man of the year.
But Quentin Grimes is there already. Jeremy Kane can do the same exact thing.
No, they actually can't. Jalen Green is more talented than those guys. And him coming off the bench with them, he'd be the number one. He would be Manu Ginobili off their bench.
I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't think it's worth it either. I think Jared McCain can play that position, play that role. Danny Green could play on a way cheaper deal. Same goes for Quentin Grimes, who also brings defense. Danny Green doesn't have that.
I don't want Jared McCain playing the same role. I want when Tyrese Maxey goes to the bench that we run a normal lineup. Now we will move Jared McCain to point guard like he should be, and then Jalen Green at shooting guard, and Caleb Martin or someone. Kaylee Oubre at small forward.
I say Jalen Green. I don't think his Jalen Green's play style is worth it for the Sixers. They have that scoring ability already.
You know what? I feel you, Larry. No. The Rockets just traded your least favorite player, and I'm gonna put him on your other team. I feel you. And I was like, what?
Because the Bucks make sense. Dame is out, less scoring to that addition to that team, and they got a B, they got Maxey, they got McKay, they got Grimes, got the Ube. There's a lot of scoring on that team. They don't need no.
I'm happy y'all are starting to see what I meant though, because I remember I've been told you his archetype. That's what all the superstars in the league are, and he's not a superstar. Like his archetype is, I get buckets, and he's not efficient. So it's like, do you?
The Rockets made a mistake, and if they would have paid Jalen Green like $20 million, wouldn't be a problem. But $33 million is overpaid for his.
No, that's like I said earlier with the Wizards, they calculated that overpay. Like they knew they were going to trade for one of the Suns players. Like, you know that the Rockets knew they were getting a Sun player. The Rockets knew they were getting someone from the Suns, and it was going to be Sengun or Green in the deal. And that's why they both gave them.
How do they like to end this off? How do they get? How do they? Because I gotta go real quick. How did they get the Phoenix picks?
The Brooklyn Nets.
I think Rockets were kind of like the Nets right now with
the KD trade. Okay, so the Phoenix trades got sent to the Brooklyn Nets from the KD deal, and then this last summer, the Brooklyn Nets knew that they were going to tank and wanted their picks back from the Rockets because of the James Harden deal. So they traded the rights for their picks to give up, like they own the Suns picks, but not their own. So they gave up the Suns picks to get their own. And now now they got the Suns picks, and now the reason they did that, the reason they did that though is because the Suns had two players that are superstars, and at least one of them had to get moved. You know, no matter what, one of those guys had to get moved, and the Rockets knew that. And the Rockets knew that they were about to be in like. Now that was a calculated overpay. You know, they knew, and that's when you know you have a good GM. That's when you know you got a good GM.
I didn't think about that, especially because this is kind of his experiment year. If he does good in the playoffs, keep him. Doesn't do good, trade him away. Okay, right. Okay, see.
No, calculated overpay, and that's why I say you got to trade these guys immediately. Trade them immediately, and that's what they did. And they got KD out of it. Imagine.
Yeah, you're right. Especially with Dylan Brooks, $22 million, Jalen Green, $33 million, 55. Matches perfectly with KD. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And
that's it.
I think that's it for today, right?
Yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Seems like tomorrow we're gonna go live. So that means today we went live already this morning for the NFL. We went live at night for the NBA. And tomorrow night we going live again for the draft. And if you're not gonna be here for the draft, hey, sign in to 5 Out Productions. He gonna be at the actual draft. We'll be seeing what Larry do at the draft, and you gonna be seeing and hearing from me and David next time. OG probably gonna be with us this time though, so gonna be a lot of yapping. We're gonna be talking about the MVP of the playoffs, all that, 2025 NBA playoff show and a live draft show. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a nice day, and God bless.